Hello, this is Unlimited Splash, where we get better at Magic together through a new draft every day, and today I'm jumping into my second Winabox run for Bloomburrow. This event costs 6,000 gems to enter, and you can only give up one loss. On your second loss, you are out of the event. If you win 6 times, you get a box of Japanese Bloomburrow Play Booster Packs. And if you win 7 times, you get 2 boxes. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the video that I posted yesterday, I managed a clean 7-0, taking home 2 boxes. So today, I am going for boxes number 3 and 4. So let's jump into it. I hope I open some sweet rares, but honestly, I think the uncommons are like just as important or even more important than the rares in this format. I really want good rares across Abzan. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting run. So Innkeeper's Talent is a top bomb in the format for sure. This class is out of control. And don't worry if you're not familiar with the format, I'll quickly give you the sense for what a bunch of these cards do. So this card, at the beginning of your combat, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and then once you level it up, you start doubling the counters that you're putting on. So it basically makes every single creature you play a bomb. Salvation Swan is also really good. This allows you to flicker a creature and bring it back with flying. So it can really make pretty much any creature a lethal threat very quickly. Kidnap I like. This card is control magic, more or less. Sunspine Lynx and Wick are cards that I do not really believe in. And 3 Tree City, you know, it's a land, so we kind of whiffed on 3 of our rare slots, which is going to come back to bite us, I think. Sunspine Lynx, the thing is, all of its abilities are symmetrical, so it's basically just a 5/4 for 4, which, I mean, you know, it's not nothing. And then Castrol is a birds build-around. This card only works if you have a billion birds in your deck. Now, I do have a bird cleric here, so I don't know, there might be something in Bant. We'll see. Not exactly the dream rares that you want to open. But okay, let's see what we've got in each color. Okay, so actually, you know, white is not looking so bad. So Brave Can Do is an okay 1-drop. Builder's Talent is funny. I mean, technically this card has synergy with Innkeeper's Talent. But that's not really a serious thing to be doing. Okay, Carrot Cake, triple life creed duo though. I don't hate that. Not that this card's amazing in a vacuum, but the thing is, like, we do have that birds build around. Maybe there's something to do with birds here. You know, we have some pretty good removal. Sonar Strike, Repel, Calamity, and Banishing Light. None of these are amazing cards in a vacuum. Strike Force, you know, if you Innkeeper's Talent onto a Strike Force, having a 2-power double striking flyer sounds pretty good. And then Star Charter with the triple life creed duo actually is quite good. And I actually think Waxstone Witness, this kind of card in general, a 2/4 for 4 flying vigilance, this kind of card tends to be better in sealed than in draft because it can just win games. In sealed, you sometimes get into these grindy situations where, you know, just having enough power in the air can be enough to put you over. So white is not looking terrible. What about blue? Blue, a little bit less so. So Lily Pad Village is not nothing, and we have 1 2-drop and then a terrible 2-drop and a counter. Pearls of Wisdom. Okay, Dire Downdraft is some interaction. I guess Light Shell Duo is okay. Skyscraper Duo, and then the triple Mind Spiral is a bit rich, and Kidnap, yeah, not super enthusiastic about my blue, I must say. And black is somehow even worse. I mean, like Ravine Raider, Agate Blade Assassin, okay. I guess technically Starscape Cleric, I could do some kind of a bats thing, couldn't I? And then double Early Winter, okay, that's removal, but very expensive removal for this format. Okay, holy, look at our red. Double Blooming Blast, triple Rabid Gnaw, and take out the trash. Okay, and then we have Coruscation Mage, probably not in the market for a Might of the Meek or Sazakap's Brew, just a bunch of terrible cards. Roughshod Duo can be okay. Alenia's Pathmaker is probably fine. Okay, maybe I could play this silly Lynx. Okay, where are all my cards? Is it just me or do I have like basically no cards? No color feels like I have a lot of good cards in it, because like now green, High Stride, okay, Sunshower Druid, okay, Bark Knuckle Boxer, I have the Innkeeper's Talent. I was really hoping for green to be good, but look at this. I opened like no green cards. Basically all my cards are white. Okay, and then in multicolor, we have Castrol, we have the Mind Drill Assailants, Fireglass Mentor. We do have a Vinery Mentor, one of the top bombs in the format, but I don't think that green-black is where our future lies. And then, what, Bumble Flowers Sharepot? Wow, what a crummy pool. Okay, yeah, all right, this is gonna be an uphill battle. So immediately where my mind goes, okay, obviously, I have some individual power in green. Like, I would love to play this Innkeeper's Talent. It is such a bomb. I don't really know how that's going to happen, though, to be quite honest with you. It seems hard to build a green-based deck here when I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5-ish green playables. I think Innkeeper's Talent, unfortunately, may have to sit this one out. white is looking really good to me. I mean, I have 3 pretty solid removal spells. I have a bomb, and I have, you know, enough 2-drops to kind of stay in the game. And I think I have really good synergy, like the Life Creed duos with the Star Charter and the Waxwing Witness and so on. So I think I want to experiment with white as a base color, and then maybe pairing it with red, honestly, because of the amazing removal package in red. Not that Blooming Blast is inherently such a great card, but like counting 6 2-mana removal spells. And then I also want to look at white blue. So let's look at those. And then I don't know, maybe there's something in Bant where I can have Castrol and Innkeeper's Talent and try to pack all of my powerful cards into one deck, which is not a terrible way to try to build a sealed deck. Oh, sorry, Polywall belongs there. Okay, let's try white red first. So I'm gonna be honest, I kind of love this deck, and the reason is, you know me, I'm not the most aggressive Magic player. I have a soft spot in my heart for Boros control, and I think that's what this deck is. The idea is you get out like a Life Creed duo or a Carrot Cake or a Coruscation Mage, and then you're slowly like gaining life. You know, you're trying to like activate your Star Charter and your Waxwing Witness and just do chip damage in the air. You're giving your Strike Force +1/+1 with your Bravekin duo to just get a little bit in the air. And meanwhile, you're keeping their board clear with your excellent removal package of triple Rabid Gnaw, Sonar Strike, take out the trash, Banishing Light, and maybe I do cut like some random 3-drop or some 2-drop for one of the Blooming Blasts. I kind of love it. I mean, I think I'm leaving out, let's see, the Sunspine Links and that kind of a thing, because I think the Waxwing Witnesses are just kind of nice, although I don't have that many ways of gaining life. But I feel like this could be a fun one. My issue is, though, if someone just plays, I don't know, Vine Reap Mentor on turn, or not even anything special, like a Baker's Bane duo on turn 2, I'm already behind, because I can't even block it until... I can't block it and have my creature survive until turn 4. And meanwhile, presumably they're doing other things. So I don't think this is a deck that trophies in Bloomburrow sealed. So let's see if we can find something better here. So here's what a straight up birds deck looks like. There's not much to do about the really wonky curve. I don't have any 3-drops left that I can put in here. So the curve is just going to be weird. And I don't know how much I care about the bird synergies. Like, the issue with Night Fisher is on 5, it's already understated. It's only a 4/5. It does have flying, but then, you know, how much does that little 1/1 matter? If it was like when a bird you control enters, I don't know, give something flying or something, you could actually push lethal damage. But getting like 1/1 tokens starting on turn 6 some of the time is not really enough to justify the big cost. I think that's why this card just doesn't perform well. And even Castrol is like, so how many birds do I have? I'm looking at 9 birds. That's kind of a lot. That's actually kind of a lot, but really, it's basically just all of your birds let you draw a card when you play them, which is nice and everything. But if my average card is not that impactful, I don't think it's going to get there. And this is like the best thing that my deck can do. So let's take a look at, I kind of feel like this deck is getting lured in by the animal types, getting lured in by Castrol in particular. And I feel like I can go for more impactful synergies. So let's look at maybe white-black now. Okay, so black-white aggro actually looks kind of awesome. So the core synergy of this deck is the Life Creed duo plus the Starscape Cleric. So every time a creature you control enters, you gain 1 and the opponent loses 1. And these guys, you can easily offspring this thing. So you could have this as a 5-drop if you want to. And these guys are just doing like chip damage in the air constantly, right? And then Agate Blade Assassin does the same thing. And then you play some Double Strike Vigilancer in the air. I kind of think this could be good. And the removal package is really good as well. I actually think this is the most convincing deck yet. So this is what I would want to go in with, because I do think you just want to be super aggressive if you don't have that good a pool a lot of the time. But let's see if I can't do something fancy with the 3-tree Root Weavers and the Innkeeper's Talent. I'm unlimited splash. I at least want to try that, but most likely I think I'm going to go with this build. Okay, so green-white, maybe with a little blue splash, would look something like this. The advantage is you get to play Innkeeper's Talent. The disadvantage is everything else. Like, I think the green is okay, but there is just one pull into green, Innkeeper's Talent. No other synergies going on. And if your opening hand is like 3 lands, a Thistledown Players, a 3-tree Root Weaver, a Life Creed Duo, and a Repel Calamity or something, that's nowhere near as convincing as I think the average hand in our white-black deck. It's just a bunch of cards that don't go together, and only a few of them are capable of winning games, and even then only in the long run. So yeah, tough pool, tough build. This has been hard, but I think I'm going to go with that white-black deck. All right, this is what I'm going to try. If I lose game one, I'll switch over to the Boros deck, I think. But it's just a nice, aggressive build, good synergies, full of evasion, 0 bombs, but hey, you know, maybe we'll just go under our opponents and win. While we're jumping into game one, I want to say, if you like this kind of positive-minded, improvement-focused content, do make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. I post a new draft every single day, always focused on getting better tomorrow than I am today and bringing a community right along with me. It's really important to me that I clearly explain every decision that I make as much as possible so that you always know why I did something, not just what I did. For example, in a draft, I try really hard not just to say what I'm picking, but to talk about what the other candidate cards are and why I'm not picking those. Also, whenever there is a more high stakes event like this, I always like to play at least one run, usually more than one run. So this is my second run of the Bloomburrow Arenadirect. And before the events, I like to do a data deep dive to figure out, you know, how we can position ourselves best to do well in the event. And I try to make the data as relevant to the sealed pool that you might actually open as possible, focusing on things like what are the uncommons that you will have a good chance of opening and really want to be playing? What are the uncommons that you really want to avoid? That kind of thing. And then after each event, I go back and I try to break down what went well and what didn't so that you can learn from my experiences and we can all do better next time. So a video that breaks down my experience in these runs this weekend is going to be coming out next week. So if you do want to get better at limited right along with us, then make sure that you're subscribed. It's easy to subscribe using the link in the description below. And if you are subscribed, please go ahead and tell your friends who want to get better at limited, and make sure that you are in our Discord channel, which you can join with the link in the description or in the link on my channel page right there. All right, let's get into game one. Fingers crossed for this scrappy bats deck. Okay, I like this hand, right? I mean, you know, I can play Life Creed Duo into Star Charter, and then I start just ripping creatures off the top of my deck, you know? Hey, we said we were going for synergy, and synergy it is. Oh, I'm getting ruthlessly negotiated with. I might just, this sounds kind of bonkers. I might just pitch the early winter here. Okay, I really want all of my lands, right? Wow, I'm already losing. This is so bad. I really want all of my lands. I really want the Life Creed Duo. And I don't think I'm supposed to get rid of Salvation Swan. And I don't think I'm supposed to get rid of Star Charter when I have Life Creed Duo. It sounds silly. I do have a lot of removal in the deck, though. And that only becomes relevant on turn 5. So I think we just get rid of the early winter. It's a little rough. All right, down comes Rudy Tooty. My favorite card in the format. I like the opponent's style. I love both cards that they've played so far. Dagger Fang Duo. Yeah, this is kind of what I was afraid of. Like, black and green just have such good stats. Okay, they milled a Galewind Moose. That actually scares me because there's a good amount of graveyard recursion in this format. Yeah, the thing is the synergies are just not really as good as the stats in Bloomburrow, you know? Ouch. Yep, in for 3. Well, at least I'm playing a life gain deck. Okay, so this time I can get rid of a land. All right, well, that's a lot better for me than if they had just put some stats on the board, so I don't hate that. Okay, and now we have a synergy online, so I don't know, we'll see if this is any good. So I'll go ahead and gain some life, in with the duo, move to end step, trigger, and I get a Waxwing Witness off the top for free. Is that good, or do I want a backup Life Creed Duo? Because I do want to keep activating. Well, you know what? Okay, that's another life gain. Technically, I have another chance to lose life with the Stargaze if I want to keep activating the Star Charter. I think it's probably better to have a diversity of mana costs in hand and have backup to keep getting my synergies online. If they can kill Star Charter, then I'm kind of looking like a fool, but... All right, well, I definitely just take that. They're holding this back. It makes me worry that they have another Galewind Moose. Please don't let me be right about that. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should have taken the other Waxwing Witness. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of double spelling, like right here. So I'll be taking 6 next turn. If I double spell off of the Life Creed Duo, but I gain 1 and then I gain 2. Well, so I only take 3, net 3 damage. Maybe I just play the Waxwing Witness for now. Just so that I get some activity going. I will not be blocking with that, so. They have yet to play like a really chunky creature. Oh, they have a bite spell. Well, I'll just take this. Waxwing Witness can always block tomorrow unless they bite it. Yeah, this is kind of what I was afraid of. The thing is, the green-black decks are just... What, overprotect? Hold on, what's this about? What do you have? Can dome me for 7 somehow? Why did we just do that? Oh, you have a fight spell. I get it. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm in some trouble. I mean, their deck is really good. But also, my deck is just not good. In exactly the ways that we expected, right? All right, well, I'll go ahead and double spell, just gaining some life. Life gain, life gain. I'm just going to take another 6, unfortunately. The thing is, the green and black cards are just so good on rate. Like, I don't have anything for 3 power. Oh, you also have a Fel. Look at their removal package. So this is what I was, like, not anticipating in the 0-0 bracket is Fel, Long Sock Brawl, Overprotect, Nocturnal Hunger. Like, the level of removal going on here is pretty out of control. So I do need to stabilize somehow. Probably I just play a Salvation Swan. Like, I have just not been blocking pretty belligerently so far. I'll go ahead and play a Salvation Swan. I'm not going to exile anything because I guess I could have attacked. The thing is, I'm not going to be blocking with this thing anyways. So I'll just go in with the Agate Blade Assassin to gain 1. And then I'm going to be blocking the Daggerfang duo. I could have untapped the Agate Blade Assassin, but... So I'll block the Daggerfang duo with my Salvation Swan. Block this with this guy. Take 3. I can always double block a Daggerfang duo, but that's like a worst case scenario. All right, so now I can play Life Creed duo into Strike Force. So let's start with... No, I want to do that before attacks, because if my Life Creed duo gets killed in combat, I want to have already gained the life. So I'll play this into this. I don't know, did we stabilize? All they need is 1 big creature and I've completely lost. But Strike Force can block down Daggerfang duo. I could stay back here. All right. I could have stayed back to be able to kill the 3-tree Root Weaver, but I don't think I care that much about Rudy Tooty, do I? All right, well, I'll trade that off for sure. See what you got. I like having Stargaze here. All right. Do I Stargaze for 4? I lose 4 life. Maybe I Stargaze for... Maybe I Stargaze for like 2. And I get 2 cards into my hand. I don't know. Getting 4 cards seems pretty sweet, doesn't it? Let's start by attacking with the Agate Blade Assassin. And then I think I'll just Stargaze for 4. I'm playing a little conservatively here, I know, but yeah. We'll get 8 cards and put 4 cards into your hand. I'd say that sounds pretty good. All right, so I probably do want a Banishing Light. I'd say Thornplate Intimidator is good here. I get 4 cards. Starscape Cleric. And then do I want Strike Force? Definitely I want the Banishing Light. Definitely I want the Starscape Cleric. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, another Starscape Cleric actually sounds quite good. Oh, I didn't think it would just immediately do that. I thought I had more time to think. Okay, well, okay. I don't think they can just dome me for 4 here. Dang, this deck is probably better than the average deck you would face at like the absolute top of the ladder, to be quite honest with you. So I think I'm just going to play this out with Starscape Cleric. Okay, so it offsprings. Okay. See, this is what I was talking about with synergies, right? They lose 2. Yeah, the Bats deck is really annoying. I remember this was a thing in like Standard for a bit. Not like a great deck in Standard, but... All right. Okay, do I actually like my deck? Their deck was so good. They did flood out there at the end, but they had so much action early in the game. I feel like they were kind of due to draw some lands. Okay, well, that was pretty awesome. I just want to keep doing that, to be honest. I'm not going to switch to Boros. Is this secretly an episode of Going For It, my series where I do egregious things and try to get away with it? but the 6,000 gem entry cost version of going for it is a little bit higher stakes than I usually like to go for it in. Not a good hand at all, right? I don't think I can mulligan because I have both of my colors in a 2-drop. But this is not where you want to be in Bloomburrow. Like, I always say in Bloomburrow, you want removal that also adds to the board. Like Wix Patrol, that kind of a thing. Thoughtstalker Warlock. You do not want just a handful of awkward spot removal, because so much of what can kill you in Bloomburrow is like a 2-drop or a 3-drop. And you're trading so far down on mana if you're early wintering it. But okay, in sealed, it might be a little bit better. And also Dagger Fangdo is a very, very good draw. I always think this card somehow has some life gain element, but it doesn't. It's just really good at stopping them from attacking. Okay, all right. Well, that's a calamity that I cannot repel. All right, I'm just gonna keep... I kind of want to be in the habit of playing my creatures before combat when I'm gonna attack with a Life Creed Duo. Okay, I'm actually happy to mill Oblivion Ring here. So they can attack with a Valley Rock Collar. Like, I let them get an attack in. But I don't think I want to play so scared as to like hold everything back in case they play a creature, in case they can gain an extra life. Veteran Guard Mouse. That's not even a creature type that touches black. All right, you dome me for 0. All right, well, that particular calamity can be repelled, and I think it just should be. I think I'm just supposed to get aggro with it here. So let's get rid of that guy. In with the team. Bonk, bonk. And then basically my strategy is just like, hopefully all they do is play threats. Okay, all right, that's a threat. And I'm able to just keep killing their stuff and getting in for more damage. I think it's gonna be a little hard. But yeah, I'll exile that guy. They don't seem to have anything that goes with the Rot Collar here. All right, in with both, put you to 11. Wow, Bloomburrow is such a fast format. The game's already like most of the way over, it seems. Here's where I hope that having flyers actually is some advantage, but we'll see what they do. Steam Path Charger and you're offspringing it. Okay, sure. It does hold my guy back and you get to smack me for a bunch. Okay, I think I do the mana efficient thing here. Because I can block their Valley Rot Collar. I don't think I need to early winter it right now. I think it's better to just establish a crew in the air that can put them on a reasonably short clock. And it gains me a whole bunch of life, which is really nice. The life gain actually really matters in Bloomburrow. This guy is understated, but it does really help you in racing situations. So they would need 2 removal spells in order to get to attack with Valley Rot Collar here. Or maybe a pump spell so they could trade off. They wouldn't want to trade with Life Creed Duo though, would they? Kind of annoying that they're able to kill the Waxwing Witness. That is kind of annoying. All right, Ember Heart Challenger. That was a beast in Standard, but I don't think it's something I'm terrified of here. When it becomes the target of a spell or ability, you exile the top card. Okay, I'll obviously just take that. Oof, not what I'm looking for. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I just attack with both and then early winter their Rock Collar on their turn. I'm playing 16 lands and I found half of my lands already this game. It's also possible that I just hold back 1 Life Creed Duo to not reveal that I have a removal spell. Kind of feel like, let's do that. It lengthens their clock, which is really annoying, but... Okay, they haven't been mana screwed though, because I had the Hidden Grotto. I don't know, because I'm going to end up early wintering their Rock Collar anyways, but it does hold back the 1/1. And I need creatures. Okay, that doesn't matter too much to me because I'm exiling their stuff. You can give your Emberheart Challenger +1, can't you? I don't want to mouse over it because I don't want to make them think about it, but you could have done that. Oh, but you can only play something for 1 colorless, so... okay, so before attackers, I think I do still just want to exile this guy. I would definitely trade with Emberheart Challenger, no doubt. Technically, they can bring it back with Bonebind Orator, but... this I'll just take. There's just no good block here. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. And then I mean, yeah. I have no card selection other than Stargaze, so I guess Flood is like not something I can be too shocked by, but definitely a situation where we needed to not flood out. Like if I had drawn any creatures, I would be gaining 2 life every time as well. Fell. I think we can go to the next game. We're not getting out of this. All right. Yeah, maybe I should try out the Boros deck, I guess. I mean, I don't know like how much I can do differently. I don't think I should go to 15 lands. I have drawn way more lands than I needed both games so far. I probably should have mulliganed. That's really the big lesson there. I think I kept too much of a do-nothing hand. Like, I got a Life Creed duo, and I drew into Daggerfang duo. So that's something, but I think I really should have mulliganed. You kind of just need to get so lucky if you have such a do-nothing hand. You need to draw, like, multiple things. And this is better, right? It's not great, but this is better. And Carrot Cake does let you scry, so... yeah. Oh, Paw Patch Recruit. This is one of the absolute, what limited resources calls the groan tests of the format. One of those cards that you look at and you're just like, how am I going to win? Like, I can't even remove your stuff when you have this out. I can at least block it with my Carrot Cake pretty productively. But yeah, this definitely is a very feels bad card to see on the other side. But okay, we'll see what they have to go along with it. Heaped Harvest. Oh, okay, interesting. So it's not going to be an aggro deck. Interesting. Well, if we're building up to some bombs, I do have a lot of removal. Unfortunately, you have the ultimate counter for removal, but we can only do so much in this life, right? Kind of just want to attack. Because if they attack with Paw Patch Recruit into Thistledown players, that's valuable information, so I don't hate if that's where this goes. Okay, Bushy Bodyguard sacking the Harvest. Okay. Sure. But it's not Offspringed, it's just a 4/3. Okay. Well, I can kill it, but I do give them life by doing that. Oh, it is Offspringed. Oh, but you can't forage with Offspring. Yeah. It is Offspringed. I thought it was Offspringed, but I thought the trigger was like not happening for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I'll attack with this guy and untap itself. Why not? If I end up trading with Bushy Bodyguard, I really don't hate that. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. So I can Sonar Strike and pop my Carrot Cake. But this is just why spot removal is so bad against Paw Patch Recruit, because like I can kill the Waxwing Witness no problem, but then I just give something else. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. All right, I'll block. So I can kill the Waxwing Witness and give their Paw Patch Recruit +1. Making it a 3/2. I don't think so. I don't think I have a lot of value to give away in this situation, and I'm anticipating... okay, that's fine. So I can make them exile an enchantment they control, and I can get back my guy. That's actually kind of good. Salvation Swan looking so bad here. I think let's do that Vanishing Light trick. I want my Waxwing Witness back, please. You have a Salvation Swan? That doesn't seem to need to go on the stack right now for any reason I can perceive. All right, I'll block it. Jackdaw Savior. Oh, my opponent has so much good stuff. Return a creature with lesser mana value from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so oh my goodness, what a terrible situation to be in. I guess I just play my own Salvation Swan. Paw Patch Recruit is just one of the most annoying cards that they have ever printed. Because like it makes my removal, it makes me not want to play any removal. Like, I don't want to give them a 4/4 Salvation Swan by killing a Waxwing Witness, you know? Maybe I should have done that earlier. Oh, and then of course you have another Banishing Light. Yeah, okay. I'm just... I think we just weren't getting there today. Today was not our day for the Arenadirect. That's okay. I already have 2 boxes. Don't need to be too greedy. So I can Sonar Strike the Jackdaw Savior, and then I can Repel Calamity, whatever they put the thing on. You get to bring back Bushy Bodyguard, but you're just going to get to do that no matter what, so okay. Oh, I hate you, Paw Patch Recruit. Hate is a strong word. I find you one of the most annoying cards there is to play against, Paw Patch Recruit. How about that? All right, and you can't Offspring it. Okay, all right. So I'll do this, and I'll Offspring my Intimidator. I assume they just take the damage because, like, why would they care? I'm putting them under 0 pressure. All right. Yeah. Obviously, there's no attacks. I mean, it's pretty over, I think. Caretaker's Talent. What the heck? Creatures you control get +2/+2. That's so awesome that you have that. Then I get a land. Yeah. No, I mean... just wasn't our day. Like, when they played turn 1 Paw Patch Recruit, but then they went Salvation Swan, Jackdaw Savior. Yeah. Not that rarity is everything, of course, but rare against my no rares deck. It's going to be hard. You know, literally all they have to do is next turn just level this up, and I'm completely toast. So I don't know. Let's see if maybe, how do I win? If I draw all of my life gain stuff all in a row, and then the, like, and I can get off a stack of triggers like I did game 1. I guess I should have switched to the Boros deck. I don't think that we had it in our pool today. Maybe, like, I don't think there was anything ignoring white. If I was ignoring white, I think I just didn't, you know, I would have a lot of trouble making playables. So we looked at every combination. We looked at white and every other color, and we even looked at splashy combinations. Hold on a second. Why did they not level up their Caretaker's Talent? Creature. Oh, it's creature tokens you control. Whoa, I've given up way too soon. I thought it was just creatures you control. Okay. We're actually still in this. Okay, I shouldn't be writing my own epitaph yet. Let's see what they've got. I mean, I still think they're more likely to win than not, but I definitely misunderstood. Okay, all right. So when you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. I have a bunch of different flyers, and I now just got a food, which can hit them. Okay, all right. All right. No, we actually haven't lost yet. Oh, no, they can gain life. Oh, that's pretty bad for me. Okay, I see. Caretaker's Talent is not going to anthem their whole team. You know, I haven't played with these cards in a year and a half, so definitely having to remind myself a little bit of what some of them do. All right, see what you've got. Now, I could just pop this food at the end of turn. Do I do it? No, because I have so many life gain synergies. Like, if I draw a Star Charter, I'm going to want the food. Strike Force is kind of nice, actually. I can also attack with everything, right? But they're at effectively 12, so I'm not sure that I want to do that. Attack with everything basically throws away a Salvation Swan, and they take like 3, going down to 9. That just does not sound that great. So let's go ahead and play the Strike Force. Kind of a nice one to have. It holds back all of their stuff. Still can't do anything with Salvation Swan. That would have been kind of nice, I guess, if I could have hopped the Thornblade Intimidator, but I still think it was correct to attack. Because I thought it would trade with Salvation Swan, but it ended up just eating a removal spell. Okay, so they go to 12 and they find a basic. All right. It's not another color. If it were a fourth color, I would be really worried. I hope they don't get a token. When you give a gift, draw a card. That opens a new angle that I wasn't even worried about before. New fear unlocked. All right. Banishing Light. Okay, well, that's a very clear game plan. Banishing Light your Salvation Swan. Oh yeah, you do get a counter. That is fair enough. Counter on the gerbils. And next, and then attack, 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 attack. Oh, I wrote myself out of this game way too quickly. And then I can drain them for 2. So I have them at 2 effectively. All right. Okay, we got there. We got there. Just with flyers, basically. So the evasion is what did it. This deck is not going to go the distance, is it? I wrote it off too quickly, but I can feel the games getting closer and closer. I would love to get some gems back for real. I don't know. Should I try out the Boros for science? Basically, the whole Starscape Cleric thing, it's whatever. It's whatever. But I don't think it's that good. What if I just do like double Roughshod Duo, and then I definitely want to be playing Quake Tuskboar. Like, yeah, how about a deck like this, and then cut 1 card. Maybe it's even Coruscation Mage. I don't know how good that actually is. So yeah, I mean, I think this seems kind of cool. Oh, better play some mountains. So if I were just doing this for myself, I'm not sure. Oh man, the arena client keeps crashing when I'm in the middle of deck building. I don't know if it's happening to all of you, but it's a little annoying. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. Also, yeah, realized I had my camera off. Sorry about that. So yeah, if I were doing this like just on my own, I'm not sure that I actually would switch over to this build. It's not clearly better to me or anything. Definitely not clearly better, actually. But I think it's worth trying out, like for the sake of learning, you know, because, you know, this is a limited improvers channel. For the sake of learning what's good, I think it's worth a try. It has a pretty good creature count. I actually think I'll cut a Sonar Strike for another Roughshod Duo, or maybe a Elenia's Pathmaker. Yeah, let's put a Roughshod Duo in here just to make sure our creature count is nice and heavy. I kind of want to play the Lynx, but I think I'm pretty full on 4 drops, and I think it's going to just be worse than like Waxwing Witness in a deck with triple Life Creed Duo plus a Carrot Cake. I mean, the good thing about the deck is like you get the Blacksmith's Talent, stick the equipment on the Strike Force, you know, you have Rabid Gnaw and Strike Force is sweet as well, but it's also just sweet in a vacuum. I mean, just really good removal. And Quake Tuskboar that you can, I don't know, give flying with a Salvation Swan or something. Feels like maybe I can just kind of win on evasion. But having said that, if I were playing against like my deck from yesterday, like a strong Golgari deck, I would feel terrible about my chances. And that's exactly the kind of deck that we're about to start facing. But okay, I'm going to try this. I think it gives me a comparable chance of winning to the Bats deck. I think maybe the Bats deck is a little better, but I'd be interested in being proven wrong. Yeah, this looks really bad, doesn't it? This looks not like a deck that's going to be winning a lot of games, but okay, we'll try. We will try it. Essence Channeler. Okay, well, that trash is getting taken out. I don't get to rummage. I guess I'm hoping they try to put a counter on it or something. Technically, I'm giving them the opportunity to save it, but it's not like a must remove immediately kind of a situation, so I'd rather ask them to make decisions thinking that they're going to have this card. Okay, in comes Carrot Cake. That's fine. I mean, you know, my deck has creatures and stats. Like, that's something, right? All right, play the Roughshod Duo, and then I can Waxwing Witness, give it +1 and trample. And we're starting to represent some damage. It's, again, it's not an aggro deck. This is like, I'm kind of joking when I call it Boros Control, but it's not like this deck has to win on turn 2 or it's not going to win. It's not that kind of a deck. All right. Oh, Blacksmith's Talent. That's actually quite sweet. That's actually quite sweet. I think I will play the Waxwing Witness here. I don't know. Blacksmith's Talent's really good, I think. Yeah, and then I think let's offer the trade for the Daggerfang Duo. I don't think this Roughshod Duo is that important for me. And, you know, hey, I'm like actually attacking their life total here. If they have some kind of a bomb, I do have Repel Calamity, so that's making me feel a little bit more secure. Like, you know, suppose they play... Okay, I was going to say, suppose they play the 5 mana... exile target creature. Repel Calamity is so good against that. I think I do just go Blacksmith Talent, level it, and attack with Waxwing Witness. Kind of like the idea of just having my sword online. I guess I could also play Roughshod Duo. I think Blacksmith's Talent is just so good if you level it up. Because it also gives your creatures haste when you level it up the second time. Yeah, I'm just going to level it. I'm just going to level it. I think they're going to kill my Waxwing Witness. But they're not representing anything right now. Early Winter. Oh, that's really annoying. Yeah, all that I get is a +1/+1. Okay, well, hey. We saved a creature from getting early wintered. Okay, so maybe I should have played the Roughshod Duo. I don't know. Who could have seen early winter coming? Maybe I should have, actually, because I had 5 mana up and some of them were black. Keeping it on top. Dang. Oh, that's not what I like to see at all. Warren Elder. Oof. Yeah, that's a good one. Life Creed Duo into Life Creed Duo and attack. Sounds kind of good. I mean, I could also equip the sword here. That actually might be better. Having 5 toughness seems actually good when they might be attacking with a Warren Elder and 3 power. It means I can block down Warren Elder, and if they pump, I kill it. I actually wouldn't block the Warren Elder in this situation, because if they do that, that suggests that they have something, some trick. All right, they're getting a lot of lands. It's kind of good for me. All right, so I'm going to play the Life Creed Duo before combat. Gain 1. And then play a Coruscation Mage. Gain 2. Yeah. +1. And then +1. Hey, is my deck secretly awesome? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. All right, well, the fact that this guy did not get early wintered is actually really good for me, right? Because this is a pretty sweet little synergy. I actually never got this online before. I'm just going to put Coruscation Mage in front of a 1/1 because they can't pump twice and see what they do. I'm at 23. I just want to get tricks out of their hand if that's what they have. Oh, you have Destroy All Creatures. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's actually fine, right? So I'm actually glad that I didn't play, like, basically any of my creatures. I might just hold this for discard effects. Because now next turn I can play Roughshod Duo and equip the sword. So what did they hold, though, is the question. It can only be 1 creature. Okay, Ward, discard a card. Good thing I held something for a discard effect. Okay, so this is what they held for the post-board wipe game. All right, so just get rid of that guy. Glad I have that. Attack for 2. And we don't need to play around board wipes anymore because they already spent their board wipe. And we play Roughshod Duo. Wow, Starfall Invocation into Maha. 2 absolute top bombs in the format. Surveil 2, draw 2, and lose 2. Okay, they kept one on top. Yeah, that's pretty bad for me. That's pretty bad for me. Looks like they have something to do with the graveyard. Bring something back. What is there in this set? All I can think of is a Lorewind card that brings things back from the graveyard. Builder's Talent. Okay. Well, I don't hate that because I can just equip a sword onto Roughshod Duo. Or if I expend 4, it has 4 power. Thistledown Players. Okay. Oh yeah, Strike Force, that's awesome. Yeah, so stick this on the Witness, and I have them dead in 1 turn. No need to go in with the Roughshod Duo. I'd rather just get the guaranteed extra damage in, and I have 2 lethal attackers in the air. See what you top decked. Hopefully not another Starfall Invocation. It is not. All right, we got some gems back, right? At least we got some gems. I think this deck is better. This deck felt way more active. Take out the trash, Roughshod Duo, Builder's Talent. The even Coruscation Mage was fine. It let me double spell. The mana worked out nicely. Yeah. Wow, I mean, beating Maha, I think is, if it's not the most winning rare in sealed, I'm actually going to look it up. It's right up there. 64.7% game in hand win rate. That's the 4th, 5th, 6th most winning card in sealed. Okay. Behind Vinereap Mentor, that's funny. Yeah, I can't believe my scrappy Boros deck beat Board Wipe into Maha. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, all right. Okay, now we're playing to at least get our gems back from this really tough pool. I guess I keep it. Not my favorite hand ever. Not my favorite hand. Oh, actually, that makes the hand a good amount better, doesn't it? That's kind of nice. Now I'm actually just like curving out. I think I have removal on 2. Okay, Whisker, Quill, Scribe. Do I take out that particular trash? I kind of want to do it for the simple reason that they also seem to be quite aggressive. If I do it on their turn, it lets them rummage. And I have a Banishing Light. And I just have a curve out after this. I know it seems silly. It might seem like a wasteful use of resources, but basically in Bloomburrow, I think it's really important not to fall behind on the board. And also, spot removal is just not that good. And you really want to use all of your mana. Falling behind by not using your mana, I think is really bad. Okay, now I would love to have a way of gaining life with this Star Charter. Also, a 4th land would be nice. Okay, Seed Pod Squire, you say. Oh, Rabid Gnaw. So I can shoot Thistledown players into Seed Pod Squire and then attack? That sounds kind of good, doesn't it? I would much rather be advancing my board, to be honest. But cracking in for 5 is not terrible. Because eventually I'm going to get like reasonably high power flyers going. You have a Banishing Light. Okay, well, you know what? 2 can play at that game. Can Banishing Light your Banishing Light? Probably better to just Strike Force. Yeah, so we actually have the combo now of Bravekin Duo plus Strike Force. Now I'm finally getting punished for my 16 lands, by the way. But yeah, Bravekin Duo plus Strike Force is grotesque, right? That's 4 power in the air every turn. Definitely not blocking. Cindering Cutthroat. Okay. All right, very nice. So I'm going to Banishing Light your Cindering Cutthroat. Because I can Repel Calamity if they play something really good. And I'd rather just get rid of their thing rather than get back my Thistledown players. And bonk you for 4. Yeah, Bravekin Duo plus Strike Force. There's a reason that I'm playing these 2 cards together, right? There's a reason I'm playing those together. Pileated Provisioner. Actually, Strike Force attacks right through that. Salvation Swan. Okay, so probably I'm just going to Repel Calamity on the Provisioner, though. Yeah, maybe my deck has too many 4-drops. I wonder if I can lower the curve. I kind of felt like I was not able to lower the curve, but bonk you for 4, put you down to 5. All right, we're getting somewhere. Playful Shove. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying. At least this Warren Elder is really hard for them to activate. But yeah, I want more mana. Well, now maybe I don't even want more mana. Oh no, and then you found it. Take out the trash. Oh, that's so bad for me. And now I find my land, now that I have nothing to do with it after they cleared my board. Awesome. Okay, well, I think we just go for, I guess, Salvation Swan, because it can't get playfully shoved. Or maybe I play the Waxwing Witness. It's the same. No, it's not the same clock. Salvation Swan has a slightly shorter clock. Okay, I think I'll play Salvation Swan. I think this one's a little bit better. My only consolation is that I am at a higher life total than them, but I think they have 2 good cards left in their hand. I don't think it's lands. And they can just crash into me for 4 damage every turn. It kind of seems like they just have more removal. So much removal. Well, I obviously have to take that. I have the advantage of evasion. Ugh. But they have the advantage of having drawn their lands when they needed them. All right. Play another land, and I'll play... I guess I play Waxwing Witness. I mean, I'm not blocking next turn. I'm not blocking. They can do their worst to me. 3, 4 damage, and then they just need to do 3 damage to me. But there's no tweeze in this format or anything. 3 damage to a player. What do you have? Conduct Electricity? Okay. Waxwing Witness is still a lethal attacker. Quake Tusk Boar? Are you kidding me? I actually win, don't I? Okay, all right. I actually win. Right? I'm doing this correctly. Keep Waxwing Witness alive. Oh, no, they could have come and get it. I could die to come and get it. Okay, all right. Oh, close magic. Holy cow. That was cool. I like that game. That's just a nice tight back and forth. We drew our lands in all the wrong order, but we managed to succeed thanks to having evasion and our removal lining up really well against their threats. Okay, you know what? Getting my gems back, I really can't complain. I do wonder if I need to de-chunkify my curve a little bit. Maybe triple Waxwing Witness is a little greedy, but I have like nothing that's cheaper. I guess I could cut one Waxwing Witness for a Sonar Strike or something. I don't want to though, do I? Do I actually want 17 lands then? Given that it is kind of a control deck? Maybe Salvation Swan kind of sucks for me. I don't really have anything that I'm interested in hopping from the Salvation Swan, so it's just a 4/4 for 3. Do I play a land instead of Salvation Swan? That might be the thing to do. A land or a Sonar Strike instead of Salvation Swan. I mean, I also, like, to be honest, Blooming Blast, dealing 3 damage to a player actually is... That would have been really good in that situation, right? Maybe I play 1 Blooming Blast instead of Salvation Swan. I don't really want to go lower on my creature count, but I actually have no more creatures left. Oh, I guess I have the Sunspine Links, but putting in another 4-drop is not what I'm looking to do. You know what? I'm just going to stick with 16 lands. Like, we had pretty bad luck that game, and it still worked out for us, so... This looks, again, like a pretty bad hand. Like, no 2-drop. But I do have Take Out the Trash. I am on the play. I have multiple 3-drops. Rabid Gnaw with Strike Force is really nice. I don't know. I might be mulliganing. I might not be mulliganing enough, to be quite honest. I don't love this hand at all. Very unlikely I take out the trash on 2, so we're really wasting a lot of turns here. Waxwing Witness. Well, hey, at least it's not another 3-drop, right? I don't know. Maybe they play like a Baker's Bane duo here or something. I consider that pretty shootable. Again, in Bloomburrow, I don't think you get to save your removal for their bombs like you should in a lot of sets. I think you just need to not fall behind on the board. So here, I think I'll play... Actually, I think I'll play the Strike Force. Kind of nice with Roughshod Duo. Giving this +1 in trample. Any way of increasing the power on a Strike Force is awesome. I guess maybe I could have played my Roughshod Duo to eat removal. Okay, that's really nice. Really happy to see that. I think this is a really important blocker for me. Now, they could always just expend 4 and give this plus whatever, but hopefully I'm kind of even with them now. And then I only have 1 red, which is really awkward, so I can't double spell. Oh, maybe I should have gone to 17 lands. Looks like they have a removal spell. Consumed by greed. Okay, sure. So they can't expend. Okay, they do get in a bunch of damage, though. Kind of annoying. I'm definitely not blocking. Okay, another Waxwing Witness. Well, I have to do that because I just have to be mana efficient here. Really annoying that I can't double spell, and Rabid Gnaw has not really been online. Looks like they're going to expend. Valley Rot Color. Everyone has this card. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get hit for 4 here. Or no, I'm going to get hit for 5, but not more than that. And hopefully they're kind of out of juice at this point, because they're in top deck mode. Ugh, the lack of mountains is killing me. I guess I should be on 17 lands. This is probably our last game, if we're being honest. But so do I Rabid Gnaw main phase, getting in 6 damage vigilantly to them? Sounds kind of good. Rabid Gnaw the Rot Collar, probably. The only thing is if they do draw a 4-drop, I'm in big trouble. Actually, do I want to save the Rabid Gnaw for after they attack? That kind of sounds good. Save the Rabid Gnaw for after they attack. Because then they won't expect Strike Force to be able to block and just kill a Roughshod Duo. I think that sounds right. This is why Rabid Gnaw is so good. And Strike Force can be nice. All right, so I'm going to let them attack if they want to. I'm going to let them attack. Wow, that's so aggressive. Sometimes I love how aggressive people online are. So Strike Force is going to shoot a Roughshod Duo. Hold on. This actually doesn't make sense, does it? Waxwing Witness shoots a Roughshod Duo. The thing is, this is going to kill a Roughshod Duo no matter what. So actually, Strike Force should shoot the Ravine Raider. They can give it plus a bunch, though. Oof, annoying. How big can Ravine Raider get? I think I'm just going to have to take the Ravine Raider. I think it's like this. Oh, you also have Menace. Annoying. So block. Darn it. Oh, this is so annoying. This is really annoying. So I resolve that. Resolve that. Okay, unfortunately, the Strike Force has to get traded down. Ugh, I screwed up. I was supposed to block the... No, because it has Menace, I can't do that. Yeah, this got really confusing. Okay, well, I don't want to lose my Strike Force, so let's just do this. Really confusing. I really wish I had another red. But basically, I don't want my Strike Force to die. Yeah, take a bunch of damage. Oh my goodness, I can't even play that card. Well, I'm gonna shoot this into that. Oh, drawing a card that I can't play. Youch. All right. Well, they have to top deck something fancy though. Oh, that was so brutal. Just like nothing lined up perfectly. I'm definitely gonna analyze that in my like post-event analysis. Oh, top decking spot removal. And you do have Menace. At least you drained me for 0, but holy cow. All right. Wow. I'm like almost dead now. Can play this. I could just equip the sword and get in for near lethal, but I think I do just play the other Strike Force and they have to top deck something. They have to. Now I have them on a 1-turn clock. Come on. Top decking a Lizard does not do it. Oh, no attack. Just hopefully it wasn't a Blooming Blast either. Okay, all right. So that's something, right? I think I actually am supposed to equip it before combat in case they're able to... No. That doesn't make sense. In with both. I do not feel good about that game. That was too confusing. I don't know. I'm gonna need like an hour to think through that combat step. I'm sure I bungled. I don't even know. Hold on. We're playing for a box now. We have 1 loss, but actually this next game is for a box. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, let's play for box number 3. If I win this game, I take home my 3rd Bloomburrow Japanese Play Booster box. If I lose this game, I'm out. I get like 8,000 gems or something. So there's a lot on the line. All right. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Love my hand, actually. This is like my best hand yet in this event, to be quite honest. Brave can do a turn 1. Play an island. Play my mountain, I'll attack, and then Life Greed Duo. There's no counter for a single blue. Okay, either they're going try hard, which would make sense, and they're in full control, or they have either return target permanent to its owner's hand, or target creature gets +1/+1 hexproof and untap it. They have one of those 2 cards. Oh, they might actually not have it. They might just be bluffing me, but I should play around those 2 cards. Shore up. So I should not play Rabid Gnaw into an open blue, is what I'm hearing. Do not play Rabid Gnaw into an open blue. What are the pros and cons? I think it's better to attack with both. I'm less, there is a, you know what? There is a 2/2 flash for 3 in blue. So my Bravekin duo would get eaten if I played into that. They might also just have a counter. Kind of feel like, do I just play around the counter here and not slam down Thistledown players? Well, if you think about it, it would clear the way for Thistledown players if they do play their flash. I think I start by buffing the Roughshod duo. If they've returned target creature to its owner's hand, which I think they very well might, this might be what they do right now. And that would be just fine by me. I think I would be gifted a fish if they do that as well. So in with the duo, see what they've got. I think it's going to be bounce target permanent, actually. Consumed by greed on the Roughshod duo. Okay, that's quite annoying because I'm like, actually, I love their deck, by the way. This is what I wish I were playing. I'm actually like out of gas somehow. I'm actually somehow already out of gas. I don't really know how, but I am. Okay. So I can't double spell anyways. So let's buff the Thistledown players and no. Start with Roughshod duo so that I don't get countered. If they have shore up, I don't die. Buff the Thistledown players and attack. I'm not doing a very good job of beating down here. That worries me. But if I do connect for 4 here, okay, then I'm doing a little better at beating down. Saver. Oh, okay. It's a little annoying because it is bounce target creature. Okay, all right. We read it correctly. We don't have to play around it. Okay, all right. We read what they had. I'm very pleased, very, very happy. Pleased as freaking punch over here. So next turn, I think, oh, milling downwind ambusher. What have you got? What have you got that you are milling downwind ambusher? Oh, they just want to turbo up their Thought Shocker, don't they? Well, I kind of hate how I only ever draw 1 mountain, but I think it's safe into 1 black. What could they have? Scales of Shale, but they don't have 2 lizards. By the way, how do I know what I'm playing around? I made a short. Go to my YouTube shorts. I wrote down I did a whole show of like, here are the cards that they can have for 1 mana of each type. So I know exactly what to play around. The only thing you can have for 1 black is Scales of Shale, but you need to have 2 lizards out. So they literally cannot have a spell here. So I think this is better than landing the duo in with Thistledown players and activate only as a sorcery. So I can't, I was thinking about this earlier. I can't untap this and then start pumping it even more. It would be cool, but I cannot. Okay, so now 1 more card in their graveyard and they do get to go +1/+1 and draw a card. But I can still attack through it because as long as Bravekin duo survives. Daring Wave Rider. Oh dear. Well, you can't save her. Into the Flood. Consumed by greed. Yeah, that's what you can do. Now I probably am in big trouble, right? And you bring back Downwind Ambusher. Okay, now I get it. Now I understand everything. Waxwing Witness is not bad at all, though. That's not bad at all. So I can go this and hold up, take out the trash. Could be a lot worse, right? I mean, I can also play the Roughshod duo with the idea that next turn I play the Waxwing Witness and I get to be crashing in with Expend. I think Waxwing Witness is better just because it has evasion. Landing the Roughshod duo means I can rummage off of take out the trash, but I actually don't think that's important. Now, do I just kill the Thought Shocker right now? But I don't think so. Like, what if they play a 3/3 flyer, for example? I'm very worried how I fare against them in the late game. Dire Sight, I actually don't hate that. I actually don't hate that. I'm gonna let you do that. I could shoot the Thought Shocker here. They could have surveilled 2 into the bin, I guess, and be able to +1. Okay, here I think. Hold on. Yeah, I can't give my own creature +1/+1. Do I kill the Thought Shocker? I would have wanted to do it with the ability on the stack. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Now, do I actually just kill the Downwind Ambusher? You're going to attack me with Daring Wave Rider, I assume. I wish I had Blooming Blast. Dang, maybe I should have been playing that card. All right. I probably do kill the Downwind Ambusher, because I actually could just be taking a lot of damage here. I mean, Thought Shocker is worth a card, but Downwind Ambusher is better than your average card, I think. So I think this is right. Oh, very nice. I like that a lot. Actually, I'm crashing in for a lot of damage here. Well, not a lot, but putting them on a, like, this is their clock, right? Okay, maybe I should have killed the Thought Shocker, because this lets them dig. Actually, I now need to draw a creature or something that costs 4 for them to die next turn, so never mind. I don't have them on a 1-turn clock. Tense game. Tense game for a box of Magic cards. I'm sure they have so much utility. I don't know, maybe I should have killed that Thought Shocker. Watch them just play like Season of Loss or something off the top. Daggerfang Duo. Yeah. Milling 2. Oh yeah, they also have the food as well, so it's not even close to a clock. Oh, so I think I played this right. I'll certainly take that, and I hope I draw something good. Oh, that's actually a good card. That's actually a very good card in this context. So, Salvation Swan, I'll put the +1 on this. They could kill it, but if they're killing anything, they'd rather kill the Waxwing Witness, so. All right, down comes this guy. I will exile the Roughshod Duo. Gain a life, or gain a power, I mean. In for 5. You crack that, go to 7, take 5, go down to 2. Bonk, bonk. Back comes my raccoon. And I have a nice amount of damage in the air and a pretty good life total. 1, 2, 3 different lethal attackers. All right, Dangaremga. What'll it be, my friend? What have you got for me? What's this attack? There's no deal 8 to somebody, right? They could have Season of Loss, but if they have that, I just lose. If they have 3 removal spells, if they have 2 removal spells, then blocking here loses me the game. 2 removal spells. Yeah, I think I'm more scared of that than I am of deal 8. There's no ninjutsu or sneak in this format. We won another box of Bloomburrow with this freaking pool. Oh man, holy cow. This hot streak is gonna end someday and I'll be sad, but holy cow. Seriously, folks. I went 3 for 2 in Turtles collector boosters. Then I went like 0 for 1 or 0 for... I think I did 1 run and 0 for 1, maybe 0 for 2 in Turtles play boosters. And then 3 boxes and 2 runs of Bloomburrow. This is not normal for me. This is not how it normally goes. I can only marvel. Wow. Wow. I thought I was going 1 and 2 in this event, remember? I actually thought when I was playing the black-white deck, I thought I was out on like match 2 or match 3 because I misremembered what Caretaker's Talent does. I thought they were just going to anthem me out and it was GG. And I was like, yeah, 1 and 2 is about what my pool deserves. Winning a box with this pool, oh, that is too much. That is too much. I don't want you to get the wrong impression. This is not how it normally goes. A year and a half ago, I went 0 for 9 in these events when Bloomburrow was new. Wow. Pocketing a box of Magic cards with this deck. All right, well, hey, you know what? And we get to play for a second box. Yeah, let's go. Let's try to win another box. And I do, you know, if I had gone 0 and 2, I'm someone who would put that online. Like, I don't censor the bad runs unless they're so bad that it's boring or, you know, I get salty and I don't want to put it online. That doesn't happen that much. But I'll keep this. I'll keep this hand. This is a good hand. I was aided last game by a very good hand. But yeah, wow, 2 for 2 in these events. Well, let's see if we can get 4 boxes, not just 3. All right. It's for white, sure. I too can play a white mana source. You're not the only one who knows how to do that. Peter, good luck, have fun. Okay, the mirror match. I wonder what Uncharted Haven is doing here, though. Not a card that you play in an aggressive deck. All right. Play my own carrot cake. I do think my deck is worse than the average Boros deck. Now, do I just want this to be able to play the Quake Dusk Boron curve? That actually just sounds good to me. And then if I get too many lands, I can rummage, because I'm going to play the Roughshod Duo turn 3. So if it survives turn 4, I could even do like Rabid Gnaw plus take out the trash. We'll see how all this lines up. In these Boros matches, I think a lot comes down to the first few turns. Oh yeah, I also have the card selection of cracking the carrot cake. This card is so good. This was the top common in the format. Also, I love the art on it, like this little guy getting scrunched down. Okay, I better focus. All right, hi Emberheart Challenger. Yep, I'll take it. I think I'll hold back my bunny. Because I have Rabid Gnaw and take out the trash, both of those want me to have creatures. Oh, they're looking for something. They're looking for a 4th land, maybe. It was a little awkward that they were only able to play a 2-drop on 3. I don't hate it if they're just making a 1/1 this turn, because I think I have better things to do with my mana than that. Basically, I just want to clear the way and then bore them down, you know? Okay, keep that on top. So they found whatever they were looking for. I assume it's a land. Are they just going to, like, rip a land out of their hand now? Yeah, I think they were looking for that land. What's going on? Are they, like, almost a mono red deck? Are they 3 colors? Oh, I don't really get it. So I basically just want to keep my creatures around is what I'm saying. Oh, that's so rude of you. Ugh, now I can't even take out the trash. Oh, okay. Kind of want to keep my bunny around. Oh, that's so ugly. The fact that they specifically had a removal for the raccoon. I mean, I could Rabid Gnaw plus take out the trash here. That sounds so bad. What if I just take out the trash? Emberheart Challenger is really good. So what if I just take out the trash on that guy, make a bunny, and I'm just going to be like blocking them down? I guess I should have blocked their bunny then, now that I think about it. No, I like having more creatures. I like having more creatures to use the Rabid Gnaw on. But next turn, I'll either Rabid Gnaw. They'll probably attack before they show me what they have. And then I'll just pop the carrot cake and double block. Or, you know, block both of their creatures. And then I'm just going to play a Quake Tusk Boar onto an empty board, potentially. Or if they have another creature, I could get in trouble if they have something good. If they have their own Quake Tusk Boar here or something. It seemed like they were scrapping for lands, though. Which could mean that they have a good card like a Quake Tusk Boar on the top end. But we'll see. I do also get to scry one. They are at higher HP, which actually is really relevant in this kind of aggro mirror match. Your options get reduced as you go lower. Rabid Gnaw is really good if I can stick the boar, though. Also really good on Strike Force, but as we saw, it can't really kill that much. It just is worth an extra few damage. All right, let's see what you've got. It's very wise of the opponent to be using their clock here, by the way. That's an annoying card, yeah. That's an annoying card right after I took out the trash. Okay, end of turn, I will pop the cake. Make a 1/1. Life Creed Duo. Do I want a Life Creed Duo? Gaining life seems kind of good. Double spelling Life Creed Duo into Strike Force could be good. Yeah, let's keep that on top. So am I willing to trade everything for Quake Tusk Boar is the question. Like, what if I play the boar and then they triple block and then play their own, like play a land and play their own boar? I kind of think that might be what's about to happen. But I'm never going to be double spelling with Quake Tusk Boar, right? There's never going to be a double spell situation where I get to play the boar and immediately shoot them. Well, if I clear their flyer, then my flyers get better. So I think I'm just going to go for it. I think I'm just going to offer the trade. I kind of expect them not to trade, actually. Yeah, good, awesome. Well, they may have like Oblivion Ring. That kind of suggests they might have Oblivion Ring. But if they don't, it's really good for me. Because then I have Rabid Gnaw on a, you know, for 6 damage. But I'm anticipating Oblivion Ring. The thing is, there's not that much other than Banishing Light that can kill a Quake Dust Boar in their colors. Unless they have 2 Rabid Gnaws, I guess. So they're going to attack. Give their stuff +1. I'll just block, put a 1/1 in front of the 1/1, I think. If they're playing combat tricks that don't hit my Quake Dust Boar, I'm happy. All right, what else have you got? They do have a... Oh, Repel Calamity. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Into Byway Barterer. What a freaking card. Oh, no. Oh, man. And I can't kill it. Rabid Gnaw looking so horrible in my deck. I guess I shouldn't have kept the Life Creed duo. Yeah, I guess that was just a terrible blunder. Like, now they get to... If they can expend 4, I'm like, fully lost. I can't have them, like, drawing 2 over and over. And especially because that would mean another 4-power creature. I still think I played it in the right order. Playing the Boar and attacking. If they can't expend 4 here, I get another chance. I don't know, maybe I should have put the Life Creed duo on the bottom, but the thing is my synergies with Life Creed duo are so good. It's like a very important card in my deck. Attacking me with Byway Barterer is interesting. Oh, because you can give it +1. You know what? Maybe I should have actually kept up Rabid Gnaw so that I could like block, like double block and do some kind of shenanigans. But the double block situation's not looking that good either. I think I just take it here. But it's looking really bad for us. I mean, their deck is just better. I actually wish I'd had it. Well, no, I kind of have it do nothing 3/3 for 4. Okay, so I can play another Strike Force and hold up Rabid Gnaw. I guess that's good. So let's first attack with the Strike Force. Yeah, I am screwed. Think I'm screwed. I just got so low. If I can stick these Life Creed duos, maybe I can solve that problem, but... You know, double blocking with Strike Force with a Rabid Gnaw as well, that's like pretty good, right? Because that's actually 3 first strike. So I could like kill Byway Barterer that way. Kill Byway Barterer and the bunny or whatever. Well, when they attack, they're going to get to make Byway Barterer a 4/4. Oh, but I can Rabid Gnaw the Byway Barterer. Yeah, that's actually a good plan. Maybe I should have attacked with the Life Creed duo to be a little more aggro, but I kind of like the idea of being able to block the 1/2. I don't think I can preserve resources really in this situation. Okay, that's annoying. Yeah, that's very annoying. And you get to rummage. Oh. That scares me that they didn't save that for being able to expend. It means they might have something. I really wonder. Okay, it's not Quake Dust Boar. They have 5 mana. Just hope it's not another removal spell. That would be the end of me. Now, their deck is sweet. Maybe I should have been playing my Blooming Blasts. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, expending 4 with a total bomb is... it was a 5 mana creature, I was correct. Expending 4 with a total bomb is a bit rich. That's definitely how I finally lose this game. They get to draw 2, and then every time they target this, they get to draw another creature and put it straight onto the battlefield. Yeah. No. I see how they are in the 6 wins bracket. Their deck deserves to be in the 6 wins bracket. My deck got here by some kind of weird, funny fluke. Yeah, and you have like this kind of synergy going on. No, their deck is sweet. Their pool was sweet. This is a proper Boros aggro deck. They get to rip a Thistledown players onto the battlefield. Yeah, no, we can only admire at this point. We can only admire and maybe hope to win by some once in a century fluke. some once in a century disaster for the opponent. So I can shoot this guy and first strike it down, but then I end up taking 3. Play my Life Creed duo. It's GG. It's GG. I mean, good game to the opponent. Their deck is better than mine. Their cards are better than mine. But our deck overperformed my expectations so much. I think this is actually the first time I've ever lost. The first time I've ever lost the game for the second box. But honestly, it's like, you know, our deck went so far above and beyond what I thought it would that I'm very, very pleased with this outcome. And our opponent, like, usually, I think the reason I usually win the second box is because usually when I get this far, my deck is just cracked and you have a manifold mouse. Okay, no. I salute you. And now you get to target. Oh, let's just sit back and admire this. This is the opponent has earned the right to go off and have some fun. I'll give them a crying while smiling. Crying while smiling emote. No, this is too sweet. This is Bloomburrow the way Bloomburrow is meant to be played. And you rip a Hardfire hero off the top. Okay, our opponent had like an actually good Boros aggro deck. I just had a maybe we can win some games by default Boros aggro deck. All right, no, this is too cool. And then the second, the second Manifold Mouse is going to also target the Forerunner. This, by the way, this card is so ridiculously powerful in Bloomburrow Sealed. It doesn't technically have like the highest win rate or whatever. But it's just like, I don't know how you can ever beat it. Like giving everything double strike. Look at the amount of double striking that they have going on. This guy's going to guilt 2 to me when it dies. No. This was this was a good game. Well played. You got me. You got me. I'm very, very pleased with this outcome. Getting a box is so far above what I ever expected this pool to do. I did 2 buy-ins and I got 3 boxes. No, I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. Looking at this deck, we had like chronic mana problems as well, I think because of the 16 lands, but it also meant that we drew a lot of gas. What really worked, and this just speaks to the power of a good core synergy, just a good combination of commons. What worked so well here was this Life Creed Duo and Waxwane Witness synergy. Having 3 of each of these guys, this is something I talk about. There's a video that, why don't I put this as the end screen in a minute? A video where I told the story of another time that I piloted a scrappy Boros aggro deck with, in that case, 0 rares. This one has, I guess, 1 pretty bad rare, all the way to a trophy and making day 2 of the Arena Open, which was a tournament for $2,000. And I got to play for $2,000. I didn't get 2,000, but that sealed deck got me to the draft portion where you get to play for 2,000. And in that one, I had a very good synergy among my 1-drops. What that kind of taught me is, like, in a sealed pool, if you can find nice synergies between cards you have multiple copies of, then you can often just go the distance by just having a pretty powerful floor on your deck. In our event here, most games I was drawing Life Creed Duo and Waxwane Witness. And then these two just like go off together. Like there was one game where I had 2 Life Creed Duos. I play another card and I was like triple buffing my Waxwane Witness and attacking for like 5+2 in the air or whatever. What else worked well? Strike Force, the one game where we got Strike Force plus Bravekin Duo, that was like so crushing. And Blacksmith's Talent is another nice one that just puts an extra power on the Strike Force. Rabid Gnaw plus Strike Force was really awkward. I was expecting this to be better than it was. Rabid Gnaw really awkward in my deck. I don't know in that last game if maybe I could have played things better by not playing the Quake Tuskboar. I'll definitely want to go back over that game, but I think given what the opponent was packing in their deck, it was our days were numbered. It was really only a matter of time. What else? I mean, and then just like a lot of filler, like the Roughshot Duo, the Thistledown Players, Coruscation Mage, Repel Calamity, Star Charter, honestly, not even that great. So we just had a lot of filler in our deck that we kind of had to dodge in all of our draws. Salvation Swan also honestly filler. Carrot Cake is really good though. So yeah, I mean, an unbelievable overperformance for this deck to scrape out a box. I'm absolutely thrilled. And I think that's going to be it for me for Bloomburrow Arenadirect, to be honest. I don't know if I have it in me to do a third one. And honestly, I really like just saying, you know what? 2 and 2. I got 3 boxes and 2 runs. So I think what I'll do tomorrow actually is I will do my deep dive analysis on these Bloomburrow runs. And then probably I might do 1 or 2 foundations drafts. And then I'm going to draft a little bit of Neo, which is one of the greatest sets of all time. And I have barely drafted it ever. So I'm really looking forward to figuring out that set a little bit. I'll do a few drafts of it, but not like a whole week or anything. And then at the end of the week, we're on to Strixhaven. So I'm also going to do a video where I talk about how I am approaching my Strixhaven, my local Strixhaven pre-release, and kind of tips that may or may not be useful for winning your pre-release. So if all that sounds appealing to you, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And until tomorrow, have tons of fun playing Magic, and don't be afraid to splash.